Welcome to Elmira College's 166th commencement exercises. Can you hear me now? To open today's ceremonies, please join in the singing of the national anthem, and then please remain standing for the invocation offered today by the Reverend Father Richard Kajiro, class of 21.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does the standard yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home of the brave. Oh.
Let us pray. Gracious and loving God, you are always kind. We thank you for this moment and the time of celebration. Your spirit of wisdom has empowered our hard working and discipline in such a way that our hunger for learning has been nourished with knowledge, discovery, creativity, and determination. Now, in gratitude, we pray for our families and the many people who have sacrificed and contributed to this hopeful event. We also pray for our professors and administrators who have challenged, cared for, and crafted our graduates along this academic journey. God, we know that you are all-powerful, so we appeal to your tender care, that even as you temper the winds and the rains to care for the fruits of the earth, you will also send upon us the gentle shower of your blessings. May everything we do today begin with your inspiration, continue in your love, and be joyfully concluded. Amen.
Please be seated. Mr. Chairman, distinguished guests, students, members of the faculty and the Board of Trustees, officers of the administration, parents, and friends. I'd like to take a moment to recognize members of the Elmira College Board of Trustees who are in attendance this morning, who provide the college with the wise counsel and support throughout the year. Nanette Callahan, class of 79. Marty Fennell. Suzanne Grinnell, class of 70. Lori Kalachava, class of 73. Mila Meyer. Claire Vandenblink, class of 93 and board vice chair. Jack Walsh, board treasurer, and George Winter, board chair. It is my great honor to congratulate the members of the unprecedented class of 2024 on this momentous occasion, as well as those who are receiving master's and associate's degrees today. It was only a few short years ago that you joined the EC campus community to begin your college experience, full of anticipation and potential. You've worked hard to get where you are today, and your achievements are a testament to your dedication, passion, and perseverance. And now it is my honor to introduce Ms. Paula Lee Hobson, Vice President of Advancement and Alumni Engagement. A native Oregonian, Paula Lee has spent 38 years in higher education and private industry, working in development, marketing, public relations, advertising, and communications. Prior to joining Elmira College this past fall, Paula Lee served as Vice President of College Advancement at Hartwick College and Vice President of University Advancement at Plymouth State University. And now, I invite Ms. Hobson to the podium.
Good morning. It is my honor to introduce our 2024 commencement speaker, Elmira College alumnus John Zeller, class of 1973 and 1978. John had an extensive and exemplary career in higher education, retiring in August of 22 as the Senior Vice President for Development and Alumni Relations at the University of Pennsylvania. At Penn, he launched many successful fundraising campaigns, including the Power of Penn campaign and the Making History campaign. Before joining the University of Pennsylvania, John served as the Associate Vice President for Development and Alumni Relations at Johns Hopkins University and Johns Hopkins Medicine, Associate Vice President for Development at the University of Rochester, and Vice President for Development at Ithaca College. Zeller began his college career at Corning Community College, graduating with an associate's degree in 1971. He then attended Elmira College and graduated in 1973 with a bachelor's degree in general studies. He soon returned and received his master's degree in education in 1978. Elmira College went on to honor John with the Bet A. Mamone 1978 Memorial Academy Award in May of 22 for his exceptional success in leadership, community, education, and philanthropic endeavors. At this time, I invite Mr. Zeller to approach the podium.
In accordance with the authority vested in me by the Elmira College Board of Trustees in the state of New York, I hereby confer the degree of Doctor of Letters, honoris causa, and thereby forever inscribe John H. Zeller's name on the honor roll of Elmira College's most esteemed alumni. Congratulations.
Good morning. President Lindsay, Provost Ireland, members of the Board of Trustees, esteemed faculty, administration, invited guests, students, and of course, members of the graduating class of 2024. Good morning. It's a great honor to be part of this special moment, one that marks not just the end of your academic journey at Elmira College, but also the beginning of the next chapter in your life. 51 years ago, I sat where you sit. Not literally, it was actually up on Coles Hall. But reflecting on my time at Elmira College, I vividly recall the mixture of excitement and uncertainty that accompanied my graduation. At age 22, I was eager to start my adult life as an Elmira alumnus, but as someone with a last name starting with Z, I knew I'd be one of the last to be handed a diploma on that beautiful day in June. So I settled in. The speaker that day, the late great educator Frank J. Newman, was the commencement speaker. His actual words are lost in the sands of time, But his influence on higher education is not. Just one of his many achievements was to foster community service by college students. Today, across the United States, more than 1,000 colleges participate in the program. At June Day in 1973, my classmates and I faced a world with its own set of challenges and uncertainties. The U.S. had just ended a protracted and painful war in Vietnam. The Supreme Court had made abortion a constitutional right with a decision on Roe v. Wade. The Watergate trials were underway that would later lead to Richard Nixon's resignation. It was a time of tumult and change, much like the world that you're about to step into. But in a way, it was simpler. There were no cell phones, just landlines with answering machines. No laptops or tablets, just electric typewriters. No internet, no social media, no 24/7 connectivity. We were living in a slower and analog world. But, a big but, we had the most iconic music ever recorded, and it was on vinyl. As I drafted these remarks, I thought a lot about Elmira and what an influential presence it has been throughout my life. The campus has evolved, the faculty has changed, new generations of students now roam the halls, but the essence of this place has remained constant. Elmira still fosters growth, learning, and lifelong connections that have served generations of students. So at this point in a commencement address, speakers traditionally offer nuggets of wisdom, a kind of operating manual, if you will, for post-college life. I presume not to have the answers, not even close, but I do have a few thoughts to share of lessons I've learned along the way. Number one, embrace uncertainty. Life is full of twists and turns, and not everything will go according to plan. But of course, you know this firsthand. As students, you lived through the global pandemic, lockdowns, cancellation of life events, COVID-19, BA1, Omicron, Zoom, team meetings, virtual learning, and vaccines. Not only did you embrace uncertainty, but you demonstrated the resiliency and the grit needed to bring you to today's celebration. When I graduated, I was already had a job lined up, actually right here in the Elmira College admissions office. I had worked there as a student as well. At the time, I had no idea that we began a 49-year-long career in higher education. Over those years, I had the opportunity hundreds of truly wonderful individuals. In doing so, I learned that it was important to be authentically curious and a good listener. Asking people to meet in your life journeys the simple question, what do you do, and how did you get started? You'll be amazed how it will open up new worlds that may lead you in directions that you never imagined. Embracing the unknown with open minds will lead you to recognize unexpected experiences. Which leads me to number two. Cherish and nourish relationships. At their best, college friendships last a lifetime. There is nothing that compares to friends who can say, I knew you when. Maybe you don't want them, but many of those relationships that I established here as a student continue to this day. Former professors and mentors will always be a text or email away, and I'm sure they'll be delighted to hear from them. So don't hesitate to reach out. For me, now 50 years later, there are former faculty and staff that I still stay in touch with. Now after today, some of you will stay local, others will move to other parts of the United States and the world. It's easier than ever to stay connected. Remember to do so. And be opening to making new connections wherever you go, including unexpected friendships outside of your usual circle. Number three, resilience. Well, no one who has roots in this part of New York State needs a lesson on resilience. In June of 1972, the summer between my junior and senior year, I saw firsthand what Hurricane Agnes taught this region, more than it ever wanted to know about courage, grit, and the will to move on. Flooding from Corning to the Chesapeake Bay destroyed thousands of homes and businesses. But from that devastation came rebuilding and new opportunities. A great example of new beginnings was a place called People's Place, a popular clothing store known to all of us as students, which was flooded. The rebuilding of the business ultimately led to the success of one of its founders, somebody you know well, Tommy Hilfiger. And finally, number 4, be generous. And here's where I'd like to elaborate just a bit more. I've spent my entire career in development and alumni relations, and in many ways, my view of the world has been shaped by the powerful impact of generosity. Over and over, I have been impressed by the many forms generosity can take. And while it may sound cliche, giving to others is actually a gift you give to your own soul. Everyone here today has the capacity for generosity and the obligation to find a way to express it. At the most basic level, there's the gift of time. It's easy to tell yourself you are just too busy, but don't mistake a busy life for a meaningful one. Find a few hours to volunteer at a food bank, help at a community garden, participate in charity 5K run, read with elementary, kindergarten at local schools, take a minute to consider where you can be of help, and block out the time on your calendar. Make it a priority. Closely tied to the gift of time is generous with your talent. Are you a runner? There are organizations that help troubled individuals get back on their feet through running. A musician? Find a kid eager to learn an instrument, an opportunity that has fallen out of many schools' curriculum. Do you like fashion? There's a national nonprofit that helps outfit people and prepare them for job interviews. Are you an athlete? Help by coaching young players. Pass it on. And the list goes on. And of course, there's the generosity of treasure. Generosity goes beyond sending a simple contribution. It involves understanding the needs of others, actively seeking a way to make a positive impact. When we share our resources with the less fortunate or with an organization whose mission is important to us, we create a ripple effect of kindness and compassion that goes well beyond the act of giving. Last year in the United States, nearly $500 billion was donated to nonprofits, with 64%, or $320 billion, coming from individuals. Those are gifts of $1 all the way up to the mega gifts that we all read about in the news. There are over 1.5 million nonprofit organizations in the United States, so options of causes to support are plentiful. Make sure you seek them out. Giving of financial resources is a very personal decision and is based upon the mission of the organization, relationship with the recipient, and trust that the funds given will be used for maximum impact. But it can also foster a sense of connection and belonging to something much bigger, to participate in the community, and offers a way through collective efforts to address collective challenges. Providing support to something you believe in, regardless of mission, will give you a sense of personal satisfaction that you are doing something important in this world. So, your time here at Elmira has equipped you with skills and knowledge to make a difference, wherever you go. So, a few bullets. Find what lights a fire in your soul and pursue it with unwavering determination. Don't be afraid to take risks. Punch above your weight, if you will. Don't listen to naysayers, but do pay attention to those people that you respect. Don't be discouraged by the inevitable setbacks you will encounter. Just dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and learn from it. Surround yourself with people who support and love you. Don't make it all about you, but never forget, you count. Take a minute on a regular basis for calm reflection. Breathe in, breathe out, celebrate your own achievements and those of others. Criticize less and praise more. Honor your roots, and then find the humor. So finally, speaking of humor, standing here looking at the quintessential author and humorist Mark Twain's study, I cannot close without a quote. A little more kindness, a little less speed. A little more giving, a little less greed. A little more smile, a little less frown. A little less kicking a man when he's down. A little more we, a little less I. A little more laugh, a little less cry. A little more flowers on the pathway of life, and fewer on graves at the end of the strife. And with that, congratulations, class of 2024. You're now part of a legacy that spans decades. May your journey be filled with success, fulfillment, and unwavering belief that you have the power to shape the future. Go confidently, and may you continue to make Elmira College proud. Thank you.
After our inspiring speech, thank you so much, we are going to honor all of our students, but starting with our valedictorians. We have 3 this year, and they'll each come up and offer a few brief words. The year's valedictorians are Kristen Ashheim, Mitchell Haight, and Jeremiah Steinhilber. Congratulations to our valedictorians. Kristen Ashheim is a double major in speech and language disabilities and psychology. She also is an athlete on the softball team for 3 years. As an athlete, she is a 2-time NFCA All-American Scholar athlete and was on the Empire 8 Athletic President's List. Her list of honors is astounding. She is a member of 5 academic honor societies: Phi Eta Sigma, Psi Chi Psychology, Omicron Delta, Kappa Leadership, Kappa Delta Pi Education, and Phi Beta Kappa. Kristen is a member of the Gold Key Society, the EC2 development team, serving as president in 2021-22, the National Student Speech and Language Hearing Association, holding 3 offices of senator, treasurer, and president. Kristen is a recipient of several prestigious awards: the Mosier Prize, Phi Beta Kappa Prize, and the Dr. Ryland Hugh Hewitt Jr. Award. After a remarkable undergraduate career, Kristen will be attending Syracuse University, pursuing a master's degree in speech language pathology. Come on up, Kristen.
Thank you, Dr. Ireland. I want to start off by saying thank you to the faculty and administration that were able to be here today. Also, thank you to our friends and family that are here to celebrate this achievement. I want to thank my family for their support and motivation throughout my academic career. And I want to thank my friends who have been along this journey with me and has assisted in shaping me into the person that I am today. Welcome to the class of 2024. I am sure that each and every one of you are feeling a mixture of emotions, just like I am feeling right now. You may be feeling nervous, happy, sad, anxious, or relieved. No matter what you are feeling, that is completely normal. After today, we could say that we are college graduates. It is an honor to be one of the students giving the valedictory address. However, I can attest that this has been one of the hardest things that I've had to do. When I was sitting thinking about what I want to write, I found that I was at a loss of words. I was unsure with how I was supposed to give advice for the futures ahead of us when I could barely make the most simplest decisions. But as I was reminiscing about my time here at Elmira, I then imagined what advice I wanted to give to you all today. Elmira College helps to ensure that we are prepared for our careers by requiring us to complete field experience. My student teaching experience was one that I've had that has now changed my entire outlook on not only my career, but my entire life as a whole. I'm not going to lie and say that it wasn't a challenging experience, because it most definitely was. Waking up at 5:45 every day, working 8 hours a day with preschoolers was no easy task. However, it was something I enjoyed doing the most, and I loved doing it. I never once felt like it was a burden to wake up before the sun even rose. This experience was one that I woke up every morning feeling excited for. I tell this story because it has taught me something that I want to wish upon all of you today. Each one of you have control over the life that you wish to create. You embody the power to discover something that you enjoy doing every day. You are in control over the decisions that you make, whether that is your occupation you pursue, where you live, or who you surround yourself with. You can choose how to structure your life. It is important that you prioritize doing what makes you excited to wake up every day. Each one of you have been doing this during your time at Elmira. You surround yourself with the people you can now call your best friends. You make sure to dedicate time to a social life outside of academics. Some of you have been a part of sports teams that have allowed you to make long-lasting memories with your teammates. And we have all tried new things. Some may have stuck with you and others may have not. But that is okay because you got through it and you are still here today. You have been able to create your life here at Elmira College. Each one of you possess the skills to be able to continue to do this in the future. You are the ultimate decider of what you want to do and where you want to go. Each one of you instill the strength and power to create the life of your dreams, and I know that we are all prepared to do so. And in the words of Dr. Seuss, only you can control the future. Congrats to each and every one of you on this huge achievement. Be proud to be able to walk across this stage as the class of 2024. As you embark on the next journey, be excited to have control over how you create your life. Go out there and make it happen. Thank you.
Mitchell Haight majored in business administration with concentrations in management and marketing, and he minored in finance. He's been an athlete playing on the men's ice hockey team. He was an AHCA and NEHC All-Academic Scholar. He served 4 years on the Student Athlete Advisory Committee and was inducted into the Sigma Beta Delta Business Honor Society and the Phi Eta Sigma Honor Society. Mitchell was on a competitive team for the second annual 607 Intercollegiate Entrepreneurship Competition, earning second place. His instructors note his superb writing and communication skills and his professionalism in and out of the classroom. Mitchell, come on up.
Thank you. What an honor it is to stand behind Kristen and Jeremiah to be valedictorian of the Elmira College class of 2024. A class that was tested at the outset of our college careers with the pressures of a rapidly changing world. A class that has taken these challenges head on and has molded into a group of bright young adults, eager for what lies just beyond. And a class that will forever have the shared experience of attending Elmira College and adding to its rich history together. It took all of us. I'm sure for all of us, the weeks leading up to today have consisted of a lot of reminiscing over these last 4 years. Thinking about the moments you laughed so hard with your friends that your gut hurt. The nights you couldn't sleep from test-taking anxiety. Thank you. The post-game locker room celebrations. And those term 3 Maydays where you forgot to put on sunscreen. You know what the best part about all of that is? Whatever your memories from this college may be, you get to keep them forever. And you get to say that they all came from this place. On a breezy Saturday in the Finger Lakes Wine Trail recently, admittedly after maybe a few too many glasses of wine, I turned to Amadeo Mastrangeli, one of my hockey captains, and a man who I have utmost respect and admiration for. I asked him, if you could just use one word to describe what these 4 years has meant to you, what would it be? He pondered for a few moments and replied with, "Family." I was taken aback when he said that because he was exactly right. That's it. I also asked fellow seniors Nick Dimitrovic, Daniel Diamond, and Bailey Krofchek. Through conversation, one way or another, we all got to that same word, family. That's when the wheels in my head began to turn for writing this address. It got me thinking about how we all came here from all over the globe as wide-eyed freshmen, barely knowing anybody else. And despite the adversity that we faced, we have forged relationships with one another to create a family. To President Lindsay and the entire administration, thank you for providing the place that the EC class of 2024 and all who have walked through these doors can call home for the rest of our lives. To all the professors, thank you for providing us with the knowledge and inspiration that has enriched our lives and making it impossible to get lost in a crowd, for better or for worse. And to my coaches Saul, Grace, Zanella, and Calwait, thank you for bringing our hockey team of great men together and for instilling a winning culture in our dressing room. To my brothers of Elmira College men's ice hockey class of 2024, Bubs, Reef, Gons, Domi, Kenny, Bales, Deo, Jerry, Javi, Viz, and Chance. I've never felt a bond so special in my 20 years of playing hockey. I am beyond proud of the impact that all of you have left here, and it brings me incredible joy that we went through all of the highs and lows together as one. The amount of gratitude I have from spending my 4 years at EC with all of you is more than you can fathom. To my father, Stephen, and my mother, Susan, thank you for being the home I can always come back to, for pushing me to set goals and strive to accomplish anything my heart sets on, and for instilling the values and the mindset that will lead me onto the right path for the future. To my sisters, Megan and Meredith, thank you for all of your unwavering guidance and support, for being my role models and my closest friends, and for bringing me 5 beautiful nieces and nephews into this world. After today, though, I might have claimed the smart kid status of the family. Sorry. But without my family, I would not be here. Without all of our families, none of us would be here. As we stand here on the precipice of this new adventure that lies ahead, let's never forget to give back to the family that has given us so much. Let's make it a point to remain close to our loved ones, express our gratitude, and to support them just as they have supported us. Let's strive to make them proud, not just by our achievements, but the people we become. Class of 2024, let us remember that we are more than just graduates. We are a family. Make it a personal commitment to stay connected and continue to support one another, to celebrate the milestones and to be there in times of need. Let's carry the spirit of our family into everything we do, making the world a better place from what we have cultivated here. Congratulations to you all, and may God bless you. Thank you.
Jeremiah Steinhilber is a scholar athlete serving as captain and assistant captain of EC's esports team. He was involved in campus life leadership, serving as an orientation leader executive and a resident assistant. He supported academic success as a writing center peer tutor. He's also the vice president of Rotaract and a member of the Environmental Club. Jeremiah's superior academic achievements are recognized through his induction into the premier Phi Beta Kappa Society and the Psi Chi International Psychology Honor Society. Jeremiah, please come up.
I'm not as tall as him. So, congrats, class of 2024. We did it. You know, even though I'm not originally with you guys, I didn't go through COVID. That's it, no more. I'm still here. And congrats, everyone. I would specifically like to thank my family. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you always pushing me to be the best that I can be. I would also like to thank my professors for always being supportive of whatever endeavors I would tell them about, and the Elmira College dining hall staff for always being a bright smile for us each and every day. Shout out to Patty and Pete. For real. But I'm gonna make this quick because I know it's hot. So I'm just gonna give you guys my little nugget of wisdom. Those of you that know me know that I love this saying, it is what it is. We all hear that saying all the time. What does it really mean? It means take things as they come. You can't always change the circumstances that you are in, so you might as well make the best of it. You see, I learned from a young age that life was like water. You need to understand the flow to stay afloat. Learn to move with it instead of against it. Don't stress yourself with worries about the future. Instead, be present and in the moment. Trust that you are where you need to be and doing what you need to be doing. Because whatever you do will be right for you in the end. Class, that means that if you have no motivation and need to rest, then do that. If you get a burst of energy at 3 a.m. and you want to clean your room, don't fight against it. Use that energy. Trust your body and the process. In life, you will have ups and downs, and know that in the end, it will all even out, I promise you. Leaving here, there are many paths that you can go, whether it's grad school, or entering the workforce, or going back home to live with mom and dad while you figure things out. Trust that whatever decision you make will turn out how it should. For example, when I was looking at colleges to go to, nothing was sticking out to me. And then when I saw Elmira College, and the fact that I could bring a cat with me on campus, I thought, what a novel idea. So in the end, I put down my deposit without ever having stepped foot on college campus. Now, some of you may call that stupidity, or blind faith, or dumb luck. I don't think it was any one of those things. I think it was faith in myself. I had faith in my own decisions, that regardless of the outcome of this college experience, I would come out better for it. And I want you all to take that optimism and faith in your own actions with you. Nearing the end here, I'd like to give you a short quote from a wise man. He said, "Destiny is a funny thing. You never know how things are going to work out, but if you keep an open mind and an open heart, I promise you will find your own destiny." So class of 2024, trust the process and enjoy both the ups and downs. Thank you.
Well, now it's time for the big moment. As we move to the degree conferral for our graduate students, I would like to ask Dr. Alexis Rittenberger, Director of Graduate and Professional Studies, and Dr. Beth Powell, Chair of Teacher Education, to come forward to the base of the platform. Hooding ceremonies recognize students who have earned a degree beyond the bachelor's degree. Students will have their hoods placed over their heads. The hood contains the purple and gold colors of Elmira College, and the outer binding represents the students' fields of study, light blue for education and light brown for business. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Education please stand? President Lindsay, on behalf of the faculty of Elmira College, I present the candidates who have completed the requirements for the Master of Science in Education degree and who, on the recommendation of the registrar, have been granted that degree by the Board of Trustees of Elmira College.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Elmira College, and in them by the regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer upon you the degree Master of Science in Education, according to the recommendations of the Registrar and the approval of the Board of Trustees, and admit you to all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. I congratulate you on your significant accomplishment.
Will the Master of Science in Education degree recipients please approach the platform as directed by the ushers, and as I call your name. Desiree Sky Bulkley. Rachel Calloway. Cameron R. Dye. Tressa Hager. Sean R. Kelly. David P. Cruz. Raymond Charles Minio. Torin B. Nethaway. Stephanie Lynn Pelkey. Tobias James Quinn. Holly B. Riva. Kylie Marie Rosen. President Lindsay, that concludes the list of Master of Science in Education degree recipients. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Management please stand? President Lindsay, on behalf of Elmira College, I present the candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for the Master of Science in Management degree and who, on the recommendation of the Registrar, have been granted that degree by the Board of Trustees of Elmira College.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Elmira College, and in them by the Regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer upon you the degree Master of Science in Management, according to the recommendations of the Registrar and the approval of the Board of Trustees, and admit you to all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. I congratulate you on your significant accomplishment.
Will the Master of Science in Management degree recipients please approach the platform as directed by the ushers? Madison Lee Brown Bloom. Sahil Rajubai Jivani. Richard Francis Kajiru. Claire Marie Meeder. Kelly Millens. Jared C. Money. Elizabeth Renee May. Kyle Tubbs. Antonio Nicholas Valencia. President Lindsay, that concludes the list of Master of Science in Management degree recipients. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Arts degree please stand? President Lindsay, on behalf of the faculty of Elmira College, I present the candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Arts degree and who, on the recommendation of the registrar, have been granted that degree by the Board of Trustees of Elmira College.
By the authority vested in me by the trustees of Elmira College, and in them by the regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts, according to the recommendations of the registrar and the approval of the Board of Trustees, and admit you to all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. The bachelor's degree is the long recognized standard for higher education. I congratulate you on your significant accomplishment.
Will the Bachelor of Arts degree recipients please approach the platform as directed by the ushers? Mark Anthony Artuz, magna cum laude, alumni ring winner, and the 1917 prize. Jessa R. Barton, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude, winner of the Stand Energy Prize and the Barbara H. Palmer 67 Prize in History. Mackenzie Barton. Catherine Ann Doyle, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude, completed the Elmira College Honors Program. Robin Gerber, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude, the Kathleen Arnott Waters 65 Prize. Sean Kennedy, cum laude. Emma Jane Melnowski. Luto Mulunguza. Leslie Amaya Monterosa, the 1917 Prize. Lauren Murphy. Madison Pelcher. Carolyn Rebecca Phillips, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. Simon James Rice, summa cum laude. Melanie Lise Riendo, summa cum laude. Lindsay Marie Smith, summa cum laude. Emma Elizabeth Tsarzik, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude, completed the Elmira College Honors Program, the Provost Prize for Excellence in Adolescent Education. Genevieve Ray Van Galder, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. Laura E. Walker, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. Toa Yamagishi. President Lindsay, that concludes the recipients of the Bachelor of Arts degree. Will the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree please stand? President Lindsay, on behalf of the faculty of Elmira College, I present the candidates who have successfully completed the requirements for the Bachelor of Science degree and who, on the recommendation of the registrar, have been granted that degree by the Board of Trustees of Elmira College.
by the authority vested in me by the trustees of Elmira College and in them by the regents of the University of the State of New York, I confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Science, according to the recommendations of the registrar, and the approval of the Board of Trustees, and admit you to all the rights, honors, privileges, and responsibilities thereunto appertaining. The bachelor's degree is the long recognized standard for higher education. I congratulate you on your significant accomplishment.
Will the Bachelor of Science degree recipients please approach the platform as directed by the ushers? Kristen Ashheim, valedictorian, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude, the Dr. Ryland Hugh Hewitt Jr. Award, the Provost Prize for Excellence in Psychology. Brenna Ray Atwater. Jaden Baskoff, cum laude. Chloe A. Bobian. Caitlin Ryan Belmont, magna cum laude. Rihanna May Benish. Shermally T. Bigot. Bigot, sorry, Shermally T. Bigot. Sorry. Madeline Boucher. Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude, the Dr. Louise Francis Potter Prize. Megan Ray Burke, cum laude. Delphine Camillo. Gabrielle Caparosi, magna cum laude. Jenna Ann Castellucci. Haley Ann Clancy, cum laude, and the Alumnae Ring winner. No? He's here. Okay. Anthony J. Colidi. Isabella D'Amelia, magna cum laude, the Katherine Jenkins Education Prize. Evelyn E. Dean. Sarah Anne Marie DeNike. Sarah Ann Marie DeNike. Jasmine Denny. Daniel F. Diamond III, summa cum laude. Nicholas C. Dimitrovic, magna cum laude. Olivia Rose Dunham. Cum laude, sorry. Tori P. DuPont. Abigail Ellie. Jenna Ellis, cum laude. Sydney Fendick, magna cum laude, the outstanding graduating student and completed the Elmira College Honors Program. Jack Finnerty. Hannah Genevieve Flagg. Gina Nicole Gee. Emma Gentry. Jordan Gonzalez, magna cum laude. Chance Gideon Gorman. Darius Green. Justice Ariel Green. John Francis Griffin, cum laude. Alexander T. Gross, summa cum laude. Mitchell Joseph Haight, valedictorian, summa cum laude, the Provost Prize for Excellence in Business Administration. Deanna E. Hathaway, cum laude. Shane Michael Haviland, magna cum laude. Alexis Marie Hoffman, magna cum laude. Will Mutu. Justin Grant Hyde, summa cum laude, the Provost Prize for Excellence in Finance. Dylan Jacob. Heidi Elizabeth Jones, magna cum laude. Caitlin Jones, cum laude. Kylie Ryan Giuliano. Emma Lou Keenan, cum laude. Caitlin Ray Klemakowski. Eleni Klunk. Lauren M. Colby, cum laude. Bailey Kroshik, cum laude. Liz Liscombe, cum laude. Sabrina Nopanin Lunsavong. Amadeo Mastrangeli, summa cum laude. Alyssa McDonald. James Edward Mellick. Michael Milrose, magna cum laude. Mackenzie Lynn Mills. Kiona Christine Morf, summa cum laude, the Provost Prize for Excellence in Criminal Justice, completed the Elmira College Honors Program. Madison Claire Morton, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. Devin Nicole Parente, summa cum laude, completed the Elmira College Honors Program. Jacob Parker, magna cum laude, the Abraham Shabanowitz Prize. Jordan Craig Pizer, cum laude. Jocelyn Ann Marie Plaisted. Francesca May Puglisi. Ryan A. Riefler. Shauna Leanne Roth. Cassidy Shea Ryan. Liam Joseph Sanborn. Donabelle Schroeder. Lauren Iris Shanahan. Jared A. Smith, magna cum laude. Caroline Elizabeth Leigh Stainton. Magna cum laude. Jeremiah Steinhilber, valedictorian, Phi Beta Kappa, summa cum laude. The Bruce Beatty Memorial Prize completed the Elmira College Honors Program. Allison Ray Sturmer. Beverly Swartout. Candace Rose Trupperlilly, summa cum laude, the Dr. Kathleen Sword Nursing Excellence Prize. Rebecca Rose Verdonk, summa cum laude. Yanis Visbelis, cum laude. Olivia Volino, summa cum laude. Sarah K. Wagner, magna cum laude. Madison May Woon. Brajan Malik Warren. Stephen Jared Webster. Grace Elizabeth Whiffen, the Provost Prize for Excellence in Environmental Science. Sarah Grace Wilkie, magna cum laude. Sarah Grace Wilkie, magna cum laude. Did I do that? Zoe, I said it, yeah. Zoe, oh, did I do the, okay. Sorry. Zoe Lynn Zavosky. Miranda D. Zelazny. Ellie Zian Zenner, magna cum laude. Geraldo M. Zavolos, senior, cum laude. Zavalos. Christian Scott Zwerline, cum laude. Sharon Koslaw Blank, 66 Science Prize. President Lindsay, that concludes the list of Bachelor of Science degree recipients.
Congratulations, everybody. Students moving their tassel across the mortarboard is an old tradition at graduation ceremonies. The moving of the tassel is called turning the tassel and has been part of the graduation ceremony for centuries. Its significance implies each of the graduates the transformation of a candidate for graduation to being a full-fledged graduate. The tassel is worn along with graduation caps made of a mortarboard, flat square, and based on the distinctive dress of early medieval scholars. The tassel is situated on the topmost portion of the hat where it's securely placed on the right-hand side. May I now ask that all of the students that have been awarded the Associate Science, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Arts please rise. Upon my request, please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side, and congratulations to all of your graduates.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us applaud the unprecedented class of 2024. And I personally want to thank them for the bar stools and mini fridge for Mackenzie's. The 166th Elmira College commencement ceremonies are drawing to a close. To all the graduates and prize winners honored today, let me say we are proud of you and look forward to great things as you move ahead in your careers. This college has a history and a tradition of graduating women and men who make a difference. You may be thinking of your diploma as your ticket to the good life. What I invite you to also do is to view your degree as a tool for making the world a better place. Each of us can make a positive difference if we make the commitment to do so. As the Dalai Lama said, anyone who thinks they're too small to make a difference has never tried to fall asleep with a mosquito in the room. One specific way to make a difference is to cultivate an openness to other points of view and a willingness to engage in open and honest discussion with those who disagree with you. Exercise humility and consider all of the evidence before reaching a conclusion. As the author Geraldine Brooks said, moral certainty can deafen people to any truth other than their own. Your Elmira College education has prepared you well to contribute meaningfully to the public discourse and the pursuit of truth. Be sure to make the most of it. Your years at Elmira provided the opportunity to work closely with dedicated faculty and to live in community with other students. You learned in classrooms, studios, and laboratories. You learned with those with different life experiences. You learned through athletics, performance, and student life. And you learned through community service and internships. All of us stand behind you as you leave Elmira College's fair walls for untried paths to know. As alumni of this fine institution, remember that this is your place, the college where you made friends, shaped your future, and came of age. A college that will be part of you forever and a place to which you will want to return. I know that each of you will shine in the months and years to come and make this venerable college proud. Following the conclusion of these exercises, please remain seated. Ushers will release attendees row by row. Please join us also at the Campus Center portico following the program for a reception. To mark the end of these commencement exercises, we will sing the Elmira College alma mater, after which Father Richard Kajiro will confer a blessing on all here assembled, marking the official end of the academic year. Please rise for the observances and remain at your seats until the ushers release your row.
All sons and daughters, hail to the alma mater. Sing loud her praises, ever laud her name. In thankfulness to her, oh, what can we give? Keep her before us, by her example live. Hear then, Elmira, memories that inspire a lasting and loyal love and devotion to you. When we leave your fair halls, untried paths to know, as you have taught us, be it ever so.
Let us pray. As we conclude our graduation ceremony today, we thank you, God, for allowing us to share in this celebration. May you bless each one of us who took time to gather here today, and let your hand of protection be upon us throughout the rest of this weekend. Let the work you have inspired come to fruition, and let it all be for your greater glory. We offer this petition in the name of our loving and merciful God. Amen.